And hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of The Zone with your Supergirl episode 3 review. Season 2 obviously. Now this episode was a lot like watching, it was a good episode, don't get me wrong, but it was like actually watching politics. Because this one literally had politics in it. We had the President of the United States of America, and who better to play the President of the United States of America in a superhero show than Linda Carter, also known as Wonder Woman herself. Yes, Wonder Woman from the TV show. That was actually pretty cool. She was actually pretty cool as the president. She, looked the part. She looked like she was having fun with the episode. And of course you had Supergirl actually admiring her and be like, oh my god, acting like a little girl. Just like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to see the president. It was a very interesting episode. Very mixed with politics, meets Men in Black in a way, because in this episode you get to see a bar that actually allows aliens from other worlds come in. So that was kind of bizarre. And of course, obviously, why the president's in town, because she decides that she wants to welcome aliens from all over the galaxies to come to Earth and be normal citizens, blend in, walk around. I mean, that's actually true because, in the comics, when Superman was first in Earth, after he saved the planet about 1,000 times, he was one of the guys like, oh yeah, other aliens can come here and live in peace and be normal and do whatever they want, in America. So that's what the president wanted. And of course, there's somebody out there who doesn't want it. And then you have this kind of bad chick who's basically an alien who has like fire powers, who wants to basically kill the president because she doesn't believe that aliens should have rights like that, be watched every time when they go to a store or do this, do that, whatever. And then of course Supergirl has to stop her, and while all doing that she has to track down another, what we call Superboy. Probably a Superboy, but he's probably not, but who knows. He's from the planet Krypton, but from like a distant side of it. It's very different. No idea if he's really going to be Superboy, but he does have like kind of like the same powers as Kara. We have no idea yet if Krypton affects him, but probably down the road we will. And she had to stop him. He wanted to go home. Finds out that his planet's gone, and he's locked up now in the DO. If I'm saying it right. No kryptonite on it, but just I don't know if they get. Well, there is no kryptonite because obviously Superman took that. So we have no idea what's going to be able to affect him. Can kryptonite affect him? Maybe, maybe not, but who knows. Like I said, this was a very interesting episode. Very different. I mean, like I said, does show that, obviously everybody has an immigrant relative. And, Supergirl realizes that she's an immigrant just like Superman. And why not have other aliens in the world? Even, the Martian Manhunter himself is like that too. And speaking of the Martian Manhunter, at the end of this episode, you get to see Miss Martian. That's right, Miss Martian from Young Justice is actually in Supergirl, and that was pretty cool to see her at the end. There was this detective who came out of nowhere, and I thought that was gonna be her, but apparently it wasn't. But she's like one of these like protectors of aliens. She befriends aliens. She hangs out with them in this weird bar that there's downtown. So I thought this was a cool episode. It wasn't exactly great, but it was fun. I mean, the big fight scene didn't really happen until the end, and it wasn't really that good of a fight scene. It was okay for what it was, but I still liked that episode. It wasn't exactly better. If I had to choose which was better, this or Gotham, Gotham was way better. Gotham was a lot better than this any day of the week. Had more suspense, had more action in it, and it had more, a mystery feel to it. While this episode was just basically Supergirl trying to figure out who's trying to kill the president while being gaga in love, seeing the president for the first time, being, starstruck by her, and also trying to keep her job at the, Catco Industries, because she practically trying to be a reporter now. And like I said, it was okay for what it was. So I'm going to give this episode maybe a 5.5%. I thought it was okay. It wasn't exactly great, but it was fine. Next week's episode, though, that I can't wait for, because it's gonna take an episode from the Justice League cartoon that I liked a lot. Was basically a cage fighting for aliens and superheroes to duke it out by this woman who's named Roulette, and she likes to basically kidnap superheroes or aliens or whoever, have them fight and bet on them, and that looks cool for next week. So who knows what's gonna happen? Obviously, Supergirl's gonna have to fight in this cage, whole different bunch of creatures. So let's see what happens. Maybe Miss Martian might pop in and actually help her out. We have no idea, but like I said, this episode was okay for what it was. But I'm hoping next week's episode will be a lot better, because Roulette's gonna be in it, and she's like pretty cool. She was awesome in Smallville, and she was great in the animated show. So let's see what happens. So let me know what you guys thought about the episode. So leave a comment below, let me know what you guys thought, and thank you, and have a good day.